Thursday against Boise State at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. against Utah State. Both will be in Dreamstyle Arena in the pit. And we are coming off of a road trip against Fresno State and San Diego State. Lost in 3 to Fresno State, lost in 4 to San Diego State. We'll start with a public statement from Coach and then take some questions.
Yeah, thanks for being here. As I was preparing to kind of have this conversation with you guys, I was trying to think back and think, where is it that we've come and where is it that we're going? And, we got back on Saturday night, and the message to the team was, hey, we have 10 days at home, and let's take full advantage of that, getting our bodies back to where we want it to be and getting everything in place that we can for the next 10 days so that we can be at our very best. And the look of excitement from the team was all I needed to know that we were doing the right thing by being back home right now. And I think 25 of the last 40 days we've been on the road. And so I think it was an exciting kind of feeling to be, hey, we can get back home, we can get some rest, we can get some recovery, we can get back on track with all of our academics. And I shouldn't even say back on track. What I should say is continue to kick some butt in the classroom, because they're doing a phenomenal job with the number of days they've missed. They're absolutely crushing their academics, which has been awesome to see as a coach, knowing that these guys are on the road as much as they are. So another great week, another great chance for us to go get better with two good opponents. Boise State on Thursday, and we're excited to be back in the pit. We're excited to have our fans see what we've been doing, because I think we are getting better. Anyone that watched the Fresno match and watched the San Diego State match, 36 hours later, this team is getting better. I mean, it's incrementally every single match we play, we're getting better. And can we just continue that climb? Can we continue to stay hungry to get better? And that's my challenge to my team right now.
How does that come in that challenge? I mean, are they buying in still, or are they getting fatigued? How does that go?
I think this week is it couldn't come at a better time. The fatigue is coming, and you do notice that, hey, we're feeling a little bit beat up. We're feeling like it's been a long season so far. We've got plenty of time left to go do what we want to do, which is just to finish better than we started. And can we do that every single match? And I think the buy-in is there. They're excited to come back into practice. They were excited to be home. I've already been texting with a couple of them today just to kind of get our minds in the right place, and I think we're in a good place.
Do you feel like starting out with so many games on the road, would you do that again? Do you feel like that may have been too much of a hammer?
I do. I do think it was too much, and the challenge was, with the timing of my hire, it was challenging to get teams here, and it was challenging to find matches that one would challenge us, because we could have found some that I don't know if they would have put us in the same place we would be in right now. Now, the flip side of that is, you're going to feel it. The road gets long, and you're going to feel it after 25 straight days out of 40, feeling like, whoa, we're getting on a plane again, or we're in a hotel again, and that's what it's been like. And these guys have persevered, and like I said, they're kicking butt in the classroom, and we are getting better, and that's the really nice part.
I know you play a lot of games now. Who's the biggest surprise? Can you tell? Do you have somebody that's really shocked you, that's really playing well?
Rachel Murphy has come on so strong, and she was a player that in the spring we could see some potential, and when she got back here in the summer and she was around, and she just had a different feel about her, and she's a little more business. It's business now. And she comes in and she's ready to rock and roll, and she's she had 14 kills a couple nights ago, which was huge for us, and we felt like, hey, we can finally get our middles going, get them more involved, and Rachel was a big piece of that. I think Ty's had a nice start. Lauren, we expected big things from, and she's getting better, and she has a big load as a 6 rotation player, and Ty as well. So those three, we're expecting big things to continue to get this team better.
Coach, just looking at the schedule, I mean, like you said, there's plenty of time left because you're just early on in conference play, but you're, a lot closer to the end of the season than the beginning. Does it feel like crunch time? Does it feel like that there's a lot you have to get done now between now and the end of the regular season, or that you want to get done?
There is a lot that I want to get done, and I think that the nice part about this schedule is we're not going to see Wyoming again. We're not going to see Colorado State again. And so there are teams here that I feel, we've said it all season long, that we feel like we're so dang close. And I think with the bulk of the teams that we're going to play, we are going to be absolutely right in it. And against San Diego State, there was a time in the fourth set where we just let 2 or 3 points slip. I mean, just plays that we make in practice routinely. And we just let those slip. And next thing you know, you're walking out of that gym with kind of like, dang, we let that one slide. And it's a bummer, and it hurts. But the reality is, we have Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday this week to go get better, be on our home court, play in front of our fans, and show them what we can do.
Is that how little margin there is in the Mountain West, just 2 or 3 points here and
Absolutely.
there?
Yeah, it's crazy. We we served the ball out, and we'd been doing a really good job serving all night. And then we blocked the ball wide, so we went off ran. Next thing you know, it's 24-21, and we're like, oh. And against Fresno State, we were the first to 20 in the second and third sets. So it's really disappointing. I mean, it's disappointing as a player, it's disappointing as a coach to know that we are that close. We were the first to 20, so we had a lead at 20 and sometimes even after 20. And then it's a race, it's a sprint to 5 points. And so those margins are absolutely razor thin, and we're just trying to make some gains in those areas, you know.
I had one, Coach. We've talked about the Lobo board.
Yeah.
Board at practice. Being at home more, is that giving you guys more time to analyze the way you guys were analyzing early on in the season and get back to the roots of the things you guys
That never stops for us, you know. This idea that we are just we're chasing 1%. We're chasing a 1% edge, and it doesn't stop. You know, I just left. You know, I got whiteboard marker ink on my hand, so I was just working on the board right now about what are some things we can do to gain that 1% edge. And yes, every day we're coming in, we're signing in on the board, we're putting up our one goal for the day. What can we get better at? And then we're evaluating it after. We're putting a plus sign if we thought we got better at it. We're putting a minus sign if we took a little step in the wrong direction. We're putting kind of a circle if we feel like, hey, I don't leave here better at this. That's okay. Not every single day you're gonna win that day, but we're gonna try. And we're gonna try like hell to do it. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Got a toughie, Boise State, they're having a good year.
They are. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to challenge us, but you know, they just took an interesting loss just last week, and you know, I think, okay, here we go. It's another team at home, and when we're at home, I want to feel like we can own it, and we've talked to our team about we're just going to own October, and whatever that means to each individual. What does that mean to you when you come into practice? What does it mean to you when you come into match day? We're going to own October.
That's the new slogan, Own October.
Own October. It's our hashtag. Yeah, you'll see it, man. It's coming up. Yeah, own October. There you go. Yeah.
Coach Richardson, what's it like being the coach at UNM?
You know, I love it. I love it. There's a unique level of gratitude that I have every day that I get to drive in and represent this university in the sport of volleyball, because we're not there yet where I want to be, but when we get there, we are going to be the volleyball program in the state.
Probably made it tough for you though, not knowing where you're playing and, you know, just kind of mixed up right now.
There's a lot of deep breaths, you know, but here's the deal. I can't tell my team they've got to reset and respond and me not do that. So every single day I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm resetting and I'm responding and going to chase the 1% advantage we can.
Anything else?
All right.
Thanks, you guys.